Alright, what's going on, guys? Today, we are doing something different. We're not on Black Ops 3. We're not on a modded map. We are on Tier Maker. In the description, you can go make your own. Or you could just, give me your top 5 in the comments. That'd be cool. Today, I just wanted to do Treyarch only maps. And last video, like I said, I wanted to bring out my opinion to you guys. This is a very opinionated video. All of this is my opinion. Now, I'm actually really excited to do the BO7 maps because I haven't ranked them against any other map. But yeah, we're gonna rank every single Treyarch Zombies map. I played every single one of these maps, done every single one of the Easter eggs, and yeah, we're gonna start off with Nocturne and Toten, the very first map of all time, released in 2008. It's not S tier. It's C tier. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, this map, for what it did, is great. Okay, and if you just wanted to get in there and shoot zombies, there's better maps for that. So, there's a negative right there. It's really slow, which is another negative, but that actually elevates the horror of World at War zombies, I will say. The slower zombies, and then they just all, something snaps. Nock's not bad. I just feel like World at War is the best version of it, and as time goes on, it gets worse. Like with Black Ops 1, it got worse, and with Chronicles, it gets a lot worse. And it just loses, what it once had. No perks, one mystery box, 2 floors, and that's it. And that's knocked, but there's like I said, that's all it is. Um, Also, I do want to clarify, this isn't a subjective tier list. This is not objective. Subjective means it's my opinion. So that's why Verrucht is going A tier. Hey, I love Verrucht. The atmosphere is... Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Hearing the screams of, these patients, it's so good. It also introduced power, perks, multiple mystery box locations, traps. This map is amazing. And it's actually my favorite map on World at War. But I will give, one of the other maps a little edge. But this map is amazing, man. I love, every single time I play this map, I love it. I will say the World at War version is also the best. World at War and Black Ops 1, they actually feel very similar. And then when you play it on Black Ops 3, it's like a whole different game. Black Ops 3 still keeps it. I would say it still keeps the atmosphere very well. This is actually my favorite map on World at War, I will say. We have Shino Numa. I'm going to put Shino Numa above Noct. I think it's just a little bit better. It has dog rounds, and it has the Wonderwaff, and it has the Flogger. So that's really iconic. This map also introduced random perk spawns, which they like to use sometimes. And dog rounds. Did I already say dog rounds? Probably. But yeah, dog rounds. There's really not much to say about this map, though. I'm not going to lie. That hasn't already been said about a World at War map. And that doesn't go for Darius. We're going to put it very high A. Iconic. This map really starts the story. Teleporters, iconic, staple in our Aether storyline. Pack-a-Punch, a staple in every single one of these maps. Not every single one of these maps on here, but every main map, Pack-a-Punch is on there. Pack-a-Punch means something. This map introduces Pack-a-Punch, and it's just iconic. This map is iconic. Next, we have the best map of all time, Kino der Toten. I'm just going to put it B tier. I mean, it is very generic. This map, though, from, Darius to Kino, not much of a difference except for location. It's probably the more iconic map. This is probably the most iconic Zombies map of all time. Kino or Transit, I would say. Thunder Gun's fun to use, really fun to use. Getting Pack-a-Punch on this map is also really fun, just in and of itself. Linking the teleporters, actually having to do something. It's very, once again, very similar to Derice, but actually taking a teleporter to it is really cool. Next, we have five. I like five more than Kino. If I am a five lover, I just don't know if it's an A tier map. I'm gonna put it above Kino for right now. For right now. This is one of the most fun maps to play co-op. I'm not gonna lie. Every single time I get back on my Xbox and play with my friend, always playing on five. Five is just so fun co-op. It really is. It's so chaotic, so fun because of the chaos it brings. It's hard and it's fun because of that difficulty. The Winter's Howl sucks. PhD isn't in this map, so the ray gun sucks. The Pentagon Thief is actually a threat no matter what round you're on. It is a very fun map, and every single time he's coming. Me and my friend, like, we perch up on actually it's inside this room. You perch up on the second floor and you just try to mow him down, and it's really fun. But outside of that, I wouldn't say there's that much replayability on this map. I'm gonna be real. I wouldn't say there's that much. Like, where Kino is too easy, this map is hard. And I like hard maps. I really do. And that's why I prefer this more claustrophobic feel than Kino. Kino's so open. Look at the spawn room. And then you have the alleyway, which is, pretty open if you know how to train correctly. You have the stage. Like, you know what I'm saying? In this, you barely have anywhere to train. The best spot to train is in this room on the bottom, but it's still pretty hectic because you have to open up a door, and if you want to camp later on in the game or something, you won't be able to because you have to run around or whatever. I like five. I like the claustrophobic feel. I like the difficulty. Now we have Ascension, the very first ever Easter egg. I actually like Ascension more than five. I know we're talking about easy, but Ascension just feels kind of that perfect balance of easy and difficulty. Because you have the zombie rounds, which are extremely easy. It's one of the easiest round 100s. But then you have the monkey rounds, where they take your perks. And that's actually something to, like, fight. You have to fight the monkeys. Like, it's not like a dog round where they come to you. You could be on one side of the map, and the monkeys are taking, one of your perks on the other side of the map, like stamina up, right? It's on the other side of the map. And, there's not much you can do. I mean, you can run, and if they take your perk, they take your perk. You got to spend the money again. And that's what I like about this map, is the difficulty of the monkeys. That's actually my favorite part about this map, is the monkeys. The Thunder Gun returns, PhD, and Stamina Up are introduced. And, shooting at the rocket's iconic. The beginning is very cool when you're not in full color until you get the power turned on and, like, flashes your screens full color. It's really cool. We have our first S tier, Call of the Dead. This map, oh my days, this map, first ever celebrity cast, George Romero, moving Pack-a-Punch, like, there's so much cool stuff. Icicle, like, the sickle, I mean, there's so much cool stuff to this map. And zip lines, bro, like, if you go from Ascension to Call of the Dead, it feels like a whole different game. Like, yeah, you're on the same engine, you're shooting the same zombies. The map itself feels entirely different. And it's a really, really good map. And if you've never played it, I recommend it. It's so fun. It really is. The fog until you turn on the power, the lighthouse shining down on Pack-a-Punch. It's just so cool. Shangri-La is next. And as time goes on, I like Shang. I'm just going to put it... I'm going to put it... Oh... I might put it above Ascension. It might go low A. Eventually. The Baby Maker... such an iconic wonder weapon, man. The Easter egg is actually the best Easter egg so far out of these Black Ops maps. With pausing time and learning about the two brothers, and it's really cool. And with the new map, Astra Malorum, this map actually becomes even better in my opinion. This map, it's also one of the best ever looking zombies maps ever. Like it just looks beautiful on Black Ops 1 and on Black Ops 3. It just looks beautiful. Um, the monkeys, how you can manipulate them is cool. The water slides are really cool. Um, this map, this map is good. It's a good map. I don't hate any of these maps so far. Um, and that's not to say for this next map, Moon. While it has the best ending to an Easter egg ever, it just doesn't carry the map for me. F tier. Moon is one of my least favorite maps of all time. I hate Moon. I hate it on Black Ops 1. I hate it on Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 Moon is actually the only map on Chronicles I think is better than the original. But that doesn't mean anything. This map is so bad, in my opinion. I'm not going to lie. And you could say skill issue all you want. Um, the Easter egg itself is terrible. Especially on BO1. Mainly on BO3 though. Like if you're going in there with no gobblegums, you are screwed because this map is so reliant on RNG, especially when you're playing solo because you need so many different things from the box. And waiting for the excavators to dig. Like, what are we doing, man? This map, it's just not fun. The zero gravity is just not that fun to me. It's fun being inside the dome and trolling your friends, telling them to get on the pad or whatever and killing them. It's fun. I have clips of me just going into like randoms, like public matches and doing it, and the little kid was like yelling at me or whatever. It's a really funny clip, but this map just does not do it for me. And I know you blow up the earth at the very end, and it's really cool. But to me, that doesn't carry a map. It just doesn't carry a map. Blowing up the earth is cool, but the entire map is not good. Am I going to blow up the earth every single time I play this map? No. But I am going to play this map every single time I play the map. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. It makes sense to me. Anyway, we have transit. Now, controversial. For some reason, this map has been getting so much love recently in the past couple years. I don't get it. When this map first released, it was bad. And as time went on, this map stays bad. You can have good memories on the map, and it doesn't make it good. Transit's an F tier map. It just is. Okay? Playing this map solo is like stepping on Legos for 12 hours straight. I'd rather step on Legos for 12 hours straight than play Transit solo. I'm not kidding. Transit solo is one of the worst experiences, probably the worst experience in Call of Duty Zombies. Treyarch Zombies. Like, I don't know what. I'd rather play every other map on here than Transit solo. I'm actually going to put I'd rather. I don't know. I don't like Moon. I'm a Moon hater. Anyway. Yeah, Transit solo is so bad. Transit co-op is good. It's not bad. It's actually fun. Because the reason why Transit co-op is good is because everybody comes in that map and they know it's a bad map. So you're just playing around. You're not taking it too serious, The Easter egg is extremely easy on co-op. Both of the Easter eggs are extremely easy. The wonder weapon, the jet gun, literally breaks in your hands. And you have to go back and build it. How is that fun to anybody? Like, if you know how to use it, it's okay. But the fact that, let's say little Timmy picks up an Xbox 360 controller, holds RT, and it just breaks in his hand. What? That's just not good game design. I'm sorry, it's just not. And then he has to run around, or make his big brother run around and get the jet gun again, the parts. Like, it's just not, I don't know. The fog is just, I don't know. Ted is iconic. But Treyarch is just not a good map, man. It's just not fun. Bus Depot. I'm just gonna. I mean, it's F. I'd rather play other maps than Bus Depot. Same with Farm. I actually like Farm more though. I mean, there's not much to say. Now, however, Town. I like Town. Town's one of the best survival maps we've ever had. Where to put it? I'm gonna put it above Kino. I actually am going to put it above Kino. I like Town. The layout is really good of Town. The box locations are cool. Like I mean, there's not much to say. It's a fucking survival map. Nuketown Zombies. Now, this is one of the most difficult zombies map of all time, depending on luck, obviously. I love that. I love the fact that you can get Pack-a-Punch as your very last drop or jug, and it as a challenge. I'm actually going to put it top of seats here. I like Nuketown Zombies. I think it's fun. I love the challenge. The challenge is great. Watching the stuff fly from the sky, seeing where it lands, seeing if it's Jug or Pack-a-Punch, and getting excited based off of that is just a really cool feeling. It really is. But other than that, there's not much to this map. It's very crammed. It is a very, very tight map. Not much space to do anything, really. That kind of goes the same for this next map as Dire Eyes. I don't like this map at all. Let me rearrange this. There we go. Yeah, the only reason why Dire Eyes is above Transit is because the Cyclofire. That is the only reason why. Cyclofire is one of the most fun wonder weapons to use and master. Oh, I just realized the giant was on here. Anyway, it is such a fun wonder weapon to use. It really is. It's really fun to use. Really easy to build. You just pick up a couple parts, and they're all kind of in the same area. It's really easy to build. But the map itself, terrible. Terrible layout. Verticality is just not for zombies. It's just not. I'm sorry. They do verticality again in The Reckoning, and we'll get to that. But verticality is just not for zombies. I don't know. Because there's sometimes where they do it right, but it's not like they base the map around verticality like Dire Rise, where it's just vertical. The elevators are terrible. I hate them. What else? What else? But it kind of has that same excitement as Nuketown when you see something in the elevator and need it and you have to quickly get to it before it goes down. Yeah, it's cool or whatever. Mob of the Dead, as you guys know, made a video on it. It's S tier, and I'm making a video about it. Tier list comes out Saturday. Shrek is Sunday. So Monday. Y'all are gonna get another Mob of the Dead video Monday. I'm doing the Easter egg in that video. And getting the Magma Gap. This map is amazing, man. Storytelling, atmosphere, gameplay. Like, oh my days. By this point, all these maps, none of these maps feel like Mob of the Dead. Mob of the Dead is one of the most unique zombies maps of all time. Which is why it's good. The way you go to Pack-a-Punch is iconic. The way you get power is iconic. The Warden's iconic. The Blundergat is iconic. The Acid Gat is iconic. Golden Gate Bridge, man. We're in Alcatraz, man. Like, we are in Alcatraz. What? How is this not a top 5 map of all time? This map is amazing. I love this map. If you've never played this map, go play it. Or watch my video on it. Yeah. This map is great. I don't know what to say. The characters are amazing. Like, the Easter egg is like the worst part about this map. Because it's so easy. But, yeah. Buried. Ooh, I don't know if I want to put an S or A. See, that me questioning myself makes me not want to put it in S now. I'm actually going to put it in S. And I'm actually going to put it above Call of the Dead. Buried is amazing. It introduces the Mark II. Iconic. The mechanics on this map, Leroy, the Chalk, the bank is the most overpowered thing in this game. I know the bank was in Transit and Die Rise, but it's more iconic and buried for some reason, and I don't know why. Um, the witch house, the maze to get the pack a punch is so cool, bro. It's so cool. The paralyzer is so cool. This entire map is just amazing. I don't know why I question myself. It's an S tier map. It really is. It is one of the most like vibe maps. I don't know. You're in an underground. You're like in a western town, underground, under underground in Africa. By the way, I'm pretty sure for like the story. Um, yeah, this map is amazing. This map is really cool. And it closes the Victus story pretty well, I would say. They went out on a bang. They needed it because Transit and Die Rise, no bueno. Buried, muy bueno. And speaking of muy bueno, Origins. It's such a good map, man. It's such a good map. There's so many different ways to play this map that are viable, and you will succeed no matter what. The staffs. This map was the map that introduced elemental wonder weapons, which are super iconic in zombies now. Um, this is like the peak of zombies. Massive robots walking around. A great Easter egg. One of the best cutscenes of all time in the intro and outro. Collectibles to collect that are very easy to collect. Like, they are very easy to collect. My only issue with this map is that every single time you have to build a staff, you kind of do have to look up a guide, or you have to look at your phone or a picture on how to upgrade the staff. That is my only negative with this map. Is how it's really hard to memorize all the stuff. Like I use pictures every single time I play the map. I don't even try to memorize it because I just use pictures. That's my only negative with this map, is how you need pictures. Other than that, this map is great. I will say this map is just fantastic. And another fantastic map, Shadows of Evil. It's also S tier, but it's not better than Origins. But it is better than Mob of the Dead, though. I will say Shadows is Mob, but better. And maybe that's because I grew up more on Shadows than I did Mob. But Shadows is just so good. The fact that Shadows was one of the most hated zombies maps of all time on launch, and as time goes on, every single passing day, this map gets more and more love. It has the best music. The round changing music is so good. The Shadow Man, such a great villain for a map, man. Such a great villain. The most underwhelming part about this map is the boss fight. But boss fights weren't really in the game yet, so it's just kind of a final step, if you will. But yeah, this map is just amazing. It takes Afterlife and does it by like 100. Times it by 100. Not only do you have the Apothecon Servant, you also have a sword that you can upgrade. And this map is very story focused too. The Easter egg is very story focused. Like, every district is based on the characters, which I adore. I love that so much. Like, the boxing gym is for Floyd, and then the other characters, This map is amazing. And then they're all brought together by the underground spot with Pack-a-Punch. It's so good. The wall running is so cool. You can still fail it, no matter how much you play this map. It's very easy to fail. Now we have the Giant. Now, I'm going to put the Giant, right next to Darius. You got to. I just prefer Darius. I'm actually going to put it right there. I prefer Darius. I prefer Verrucht. I like the Giant. It's just the BO3 map. You go in and just want to shoot zombies. whatever I just said about Doris is the same thing I say about the Giant. The only difference is that this one is more story focused because it's BO3 with BO3 characters, like with the Primus crew or whatever. But yeah, I mean, there's not much to say about this map that hasn't already been said with Doris. And now we have the greatest zombies map of all time. Actually, Drak. This is just the pinnacle of zombies. This is the peak. This is the greatest map of all time. I will die on my. I don't think any map ever, especially the way Modern Zombies is looking. I'm not saying Modern Zombies is bad. I'm just saying I don't think Zombies will reach the peaks of what it did. I just think it's going to be at like a kind of a middle line. Anyway, Drak is just so peak, man. The greatest map of all time. Just look at this picture. You are in an castle. You are in a castle. Snowing. It's snowing. I'm glazing. This map is amazing. There's a rocket. You can't really see it. There's a rocket over there. This map is amazing, man. The worst part about this map is the intro cinematic. Like, why are we doing a little... Like, I don't know. If you've ever seen the intro cinematic, it's not bad. It's just like... it's kind of weird. But, yeah, this is also the first ever Treyarch map that has a boss fight. And the boss fight is amazing. Easter egg is amazing. Building the bows, very fun and easy. Which is why I prefer it to Origins. This is a more casual experience that will give me the same feeling as Origins. Truly, that is how I feel about Horizon Drak. This Horizon Drak is more of a casual map compared to Origins, but it gives you everything Origins is by simplifying everything. It has the same exact pack-a-punch look. It has 4 elemental wonder weapons. It has a shield. It has all these such similar things, but it just elevates it. Origins is not a hard map. It's just annoying to set up on. Horizon Drak is not. Horizon Drak actually flows very well. It is, in my opinion, the best flowing map to set up on. You go fill up your dragons. While you do that, you're turning on power, building the shield. You get your bow. You upgrade your bow. And then you start the Easter egg. And then you're done. It's a really fun map. The Easter egg is actually really fun, too. In the blowing up the moon is iconic. I'm glad we blew up the moon. Fuck the moon. Anyway, Horizon Drak is just my favorite map of all time. And objectively, it probably is the greatest map. I don't know. I don't want to set my toes. This is subjective, by the way, just to reiterate. Zetsubo no Shima. Aye. Only reason why it's not an S is because of the setup. That's it. And the Easter egg. You can kind of say that's the same for both. The Easter egg and the setup are the worst things about this map. The setup to do the Easter egg is terrible. Like, it really is. The Easter egg is just Plant Simulator, and it's just not that fun. And it's not a hard Easter egg. It's just not fun. I'm not going to lie. I remember the first ever time I did this Easter egg, I was doing it with Gobblegums, and I think I did it on like round 7. Because it doesn't go by rounds. Well, it does. But if you get the entire map opened, you can do this map probably on like round... Like I said, round 7. I did it on round 7 or 8. Which is crazy. The boss fight is also just not as good as Horizon Drak. I'm not going to say it was underwhelming, because the only other map to compare it to is Horizon Drak. This map is great. I'm not going to lie. This map is really good. On the moments it needs to be good, it just doesn't really hit. I've actually never had a casual playthrough of Zetsubo. Like, I've never played Zetsubo. Just to I've always done the Easter egg when I play it, and maybe that's why I have it not in S tier. If you think it's S tier, that's probably why I every single time I get on the map, I always do the Easter egg. I mean, I don't know. It's a good map. It has one of the greatest cutscenes, like outro cutscenes of all time. Gorod Krovi, top 5 map of all time. Gorod Krovi is just fantastic. Just look at the picture. Stalingrad, dragons, robots, dragons, breathing fire. Like, and guess what? Guess what the boss fight is? A dragon and then a big robot. Not a big robot, but a robot. Also has one of the best outro cutscenes of all time with Nikolai. One of the best things about BO3, I will say, is how it takes the characters from, World at War, BO1, BO2, where they were kind of a comical character, and it makes them seem real here. Like in Zetsubo. Takio, Ultimus Takio has kind of always been a joke. Zetsubo, you see like a sad side of him because he feels betrayed. Gorod Krovi, you see like a very real version of Nikolai. He's making jokes the entire time, but at the very end, when you tell him you have to kill him, he doesn't want to die. He wants to fight. And, like the two Nikolais bonding over the loss in their lives. It's just such a good cutscene. It's a really good cutscene. Yeah, BO3 is great. Now where BO3 fails, not where BO3 fails. The worst thing about BO3 is Revelations. Revelations is not a bad zombies map. It's actually one of the best casual zombies maps of all time. I'm going to put it at the very top of B. Revelations has had so much potential. This was supposed to be the final Aether Zombies map, by the way. And the fact... I would actually say this started the downfall of the Aether Zombie storyline. Not the storyline itself, but the maps. Because why is the final map recycled stuff we've seen before? I don't like that very much. I wish it was a different map. And it's cool. If Revelations wasn't marketed as the final map, it would have been cool. The fact that we kind of got a map like Revelations where it's kind of everything in one. But the fact that it was marketed as the final map and it was the final DLC of the greatest zombies map, the greatest zombies game of all time, in Call of Duty at least. And Revelations is what we got. It was kind of disappointing. Now it's in B. It's not a bad map by any means. It's actually a really fun map. You have the Thundergun, Apothecan's Servant, Ragnaroks, Little Arnie's. I mean, there's so many things. The only 2 new locations on this map, though, well, 3 I would say, is inside the house, because you do go in there for the Easter egg, Spawn, and Pack-a-Punch. That's it. Everything else is just reused stuff. And like I said, if it wasn't marketed as the final map, it'd still probably be in B. But it was marketed as the final map, and that's a big no-no for what we get. And now we move into the Black Ops 4. I'm actually going to... There we go. Now we move into Black Ops 4 with Voyage of Despair. Not a very good start. I'm sorry. I'd rather play Voyage than Moon, though. Voyage has the most iconic location in any zombies map ever. It just does. If I asked you what Alcatraz was, I would say most people would know. Some people just might not. Literally everybody and their mother knows what the Titanic is. Everybody knows what the Titanic is. And they took the Titanic's layout way too literal. And I actually, to some cases, I like that a lot. I'm actually going to put this bottom C. They took the layout very literal, which is, it just adds to the difficulty of the map. It is a hard map. The Kraken's also just not that good. And this is where we get crazy with our BO4 Easter eggs, because this Easter egg is not easy. It's a very annoying Easter egg, and the boss fight is actually one of my favorite boss fights of all time. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's goofy that we're shooting at a big giant eyeball in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, but the boss fight is really fun and it's really good. It's really hard too. Um, it's just it's a chaos map, so the story is just kind of all over the place for the time. And yeah, this map is just a very big disappointment. It's on the Titanic, and it just doesn't. I don't know, man. I don't know. Now we have 9, another S tier map. I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it above Call of the Dead. I think it's a better map. Every system BO4 introduced is perfected on this map. This is the only map that perfects the BO4 systems. Voyage does not. Blood does not classify. None of these maps do. This map does. This map, the layout and the systems literally like intertwine with each other. That's why it's perfect. This also has one of the greatest map layouts of all time. It's a very simple layout, and this map is very easy to learn. The Easter egg's not that hard. The Wonder Weapon, however, is not that good. Um, the boss fight, very easy. You're fighting big elephants, but you're in the most open arena of all time. It does have a really cool cutscene though, because these maps aren't in chronological order. Outro cutscene. I mean, once you're done with the Easter egg, but yeah, if you haven't tell, I'm a very big Easter egg guy over high rounds. I don't think I've mentioned high rounds. I did in Ascension, and that's about it. I just don't like high rounds that much. I don't like just sitting still and shooting for 8 hours. I like actually doing stuff, so I'm a big fan of Easter eggs, which is why I'm talking about Easter eggs. Little disclaimer right there, but 9 is a great map. I love 9. If it was on BO3, it would be, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it might be worse because I feel like on BO4 it just is perfected on BO4. I don't know. Blood of the Dead. Mob of the Dead's an S tier map. The layouts are extremely similar. I don't hate Blood as much as other people. I'm gonna be real. I just don't. I'd rather play Blood than every single map here. I'm actually going to put this. Actually, might be my worst take so far. I'm going to put it in B tier. I don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be. I'm going to be real. I just don't think it is. It's a very big downgrade from Mob, but the Magmagat is so fun to use. The Easter egg. I've never felt more completed in my life when I've completed this Easter egg. Like, Zombies Easter egg wise. If you do this Easter egg, you are good at Call of Duty Zombies. I've done this Easter egg. I think I'm pretty good at Call of Duty Zombies now. This Easter egg is not easy. It's actually not that difficult. It's kind of just a mental test. But, yeah, I mean, this map is just not easy. Oh, I just remembered the shield. I'm gonna move it down to C tier. I don't like the shield stuff. I'm gonna move it. Yeah, I don't like the shield mechanic. I think that is the worst part about this map, and it just came to my mind when I was thinking about the Easter egg. Wow. Yeah, if you know, you know. The shield mechanic in this map is what this map is based on. Like, you have to suck zombies. You have to suck zombies and shoot them. Or shoot the shield at the stuff you would go into Afterlife for, the little power stuff. And it's just, it's not good. It's not good. And this is what the Easter egg revolves around, is the shield. Every step, you need the shield. It's just not fun. Wow. Now that I'm thinking about it, I kind of want to move it lower. It could be there. Don't flame me for putting in B tier. Next, we have Classified. I'm actually going to put it below town. I prefer 5 more. Classified does fix the problems of 5, but Classified also makes everything way too easy. 5 is good because it's so hard. Classified is good because it's just good. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing special about this map. The Winter Tower is actually very good in this map. And Area 51's in this map, which is a cool little addition. That's about it, though. All the BO4 Aether maps are just recycled stuff. So, Dead of the Night. I wasn't here for the marketing of BO4. I think I was on Fortnite. It was 2018 or 2019 probably when this map released. This map had no marketing. They just dropped a trailer and then released the map. But this map is amazing. I love Dead of the Night. I really like Dead of the Night. I'm actually gonna put it high A, man. I'm gonna put it below Zetsubo. I love this map. This map is very hard. If you just jump right into this map, you're probably not even gonna get a Pack-a-Punch. But once you learn this map, it's such a fun map, man. I really like this map. It takes place in a mansion, and it has that Clue murder mystery vibe where you're actually searching for stuff. This is a collectathon of a map, if I've ever played one. And this map right here is actually good. It's a good map. The boss fight is fun. It's actually very fun to learn the boss fight also. The Alistair's Annihilator, very fun wonder weapon. I mean, dude, you're fighting vampires and werewolves. What is there not to like about this map? I've never understood the hate for this map. Genuinely, I've never understood it. I think this map is great. Ancient Evil. This is the other BO4 map I do think is better. It's a top 6 map of all time. This map is just fantastic. The Gauntlet is... Oh my days. The Gauntlets are so fun to use. They're so fun. They're so fun to use. You're underground. You fucking ride Pegasus to Pack-a-Punch. And I didn't even bring up riding a dragon to Pack-a-Punch, but you do that in Garad. Ancient Evil's basically the BO4 Garad. BO4 just doesn't have a Horizon Track or Shadows. It just has a Gorod, which is fine. I don't mind that. Ancient Evil is just great. It has the elemental wonder weapons. It's a really good map. All of the BO4 maps are actually pretty good if you learn them. Some of them just not. Like, Alpha Omega. I don't like this map at all. I hate Alpha Omega. I do rather play Alpha Omega. Yeah, I'd rather play at the Buzz Farm. And I think we stop at Transit. Do I actually think it's the worst map of all time? Excluding these 2 maps? No, I don't. That's fair. I'd rather use Slickle than play Alpha Omega. This map is so bad. The story is actually very good in this map. The map itself is dog shit. The Easter egg is dog shit. Everything about this map is very bad. Wonder weapons suck. You don't even have to upgrade them to do the Easter egg. The Ray Gun Mark IIs, you don't have to upgrade them. The quest, or an Easter egg itself, they're so stupid, and they're worse. The shotgun one's pretty good, but I just don't like maps when like, the wonder weapon is stuff we've already seen before. Just different variants. I think it's lazy. Tag Dirt Toten. I just think this map is just, average. I'd rather play it than Revelations. It's a good map. There's nothing to dislike about this map. There's just not. Yeah, I mean, you can hate that it's not original and it's the final Ether map and it's Victus, and it's a very satisfying conclusion, I will say. Not the map itself, the story. The map itself is just good. Like I said, it's just a good map. there's not much to say about this map though. Like it's just kind of bleh. Like it's not bad, but it's just it doesn't do anything good, and it doesn't do anything wrong. It's just in the middle. And now we're moving on to modern zombies with Die Machine. I loved this map when it first came out, and I would say it's better than all these maps. It's better than all these maps. Let's see here. There we go. That's good right there. I like it right there. 4 elemental wonder weapons. The Easter egg is extremely easy. This map is extremely easy, by the way. This map is just really easy. All of Cold War is extremely easy. I just don't know what to like hate about this map. I played it a lot when it first came out because there we go. That's my least favorite thing about this map. The fact that this was the only map to play until like what, February, January, which is fine. They normally release DLC once at around that time, but normally they come out with 2 maps on launch. This game only had 1 map, and you know, looking with hindsight, that's bad. But at the time, it wasn't that bad. It was during coronavirus or whatever, so they couldn't, they didn't have the resources. But this map is, it's a okay map. Firebase Z. This map is terrible. I remember I went back and played all these Cold War maps a couple months ago, and I just don't like this map at all. I really hate this map. I would say right there, honestly. I'd actually rather play Transit than Firebase. Mauer der Toten. Well, let me actually talk about this map. This map, Vietnam is kind of a cool place. We've never really been there before. This map just doesn't do anything, though. It literally doesn't do anything. That's one of my least favorite things about Cold War. Is only one of the maps actually feel cool. And that's the map we're about to get into. But this map just so bland. And just like, I don't know, it's like playing with Play-Doh for 8 hours straight. You're just going to get the same feeling over and over again. And your hands smell like shit. I don't know, that's the best way to put Firebase Z. Mauer der Toten. I'm going to put this is the best Cold War map. I'm going to put it above Shang. I actually do like Mauer, and I think it's one of the best modern maps we ever had. The Wonder Weapon is insanely good. Boss fight is actually really good. The map itself is good. The layout's good. The mood is good. Disciples are cool. The Panzer's in this map for the 3rd time, which is fine. Before this, it was the Horizon Track, so there's actually not that much to hate about this map. But one of the things about modern zombies is how they play everything safe instead of actually doing something different. Where Firebase Z, you can tell they're playing it safe, but it literally is the most bland thing I've ever played in my life. Firebase, oh my days. I hate Forsaken. Anyway, I'm just getting off track. Mauer der Toten's good. You can just look at the pictures and tell which one's better. Like, look at these colors and look at this color. Ugh. Where'd it go? Wait. There we go. Forsaken. I hate Foreskin. This is my least favorite zombies map of all time, by the way. It is. I just hate this map. I hate this map. It is my least played zombies map of all time. I've done the Easter egg. I've maybe played this map 8 times, actually. It's just not a good map, in my opinion. I don't like it at all. I played the campaign on Cold War, and when I saw that this map was literally that one campaign mission, I was like, oh, okay. That's it. I mean, this map is just, I mean, there's nothing special about this map, man. We got Liberty Balls. I like Liberty Falls. I'm gonna put Liberty Falls behind Town because I think Town is just better than Liberty Falls. Because they both give the same feeling. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. The BO6 camo grind really made me hate Liberty Falls, so I'm not that big of a fan of Liberty Falls anymore. It was fun. It's not that bad of a map. Terminus. I'm gonna put Terminus above Verruct in A. The best part about this map is the boss fight. Boss fight is amazing. Other than that, it does introduce some new mechanics. What, the amalgam? That's what they're called. Yeah, it's cool. Um, the wonder weapon's okay. If you learn how to use it, it's pretty good. Um, this is definitely my favorite BO6 map, like for sure. This map is phenomenal. If you go like replay it right now, it's pretty good. Citadel de Moor. I know a lot of people love this map. I do think it's better than Liberty Falls. I do think it's the second best map on it on BO6. Um, I'm gonna put it above Shang, below Mauer. Worst part about this map is the wonder weapons. The wonder weapons just suck. This is the first time elemental wonder weapons just don't feel good. All the swords suck. The swords are terrible, and it's a shame. These are the first melee wonder weapons we've ever had, and they just suck. They just suck, man. They really do. The Tomb. The boss fight's really cool in Citadel. Very cool. I like the boss fight a lot. It's also hard, which is cool. The Tomb. I'm not gonna lie. I don't hate this map as much as other people. This actually might be one of my more controversial takes on this. I don't hate this map as much as other people do. I do don't. I do don't. I don't like the map because of how lazy it is and the AI stuff at the very end. The fact that they only brought back one ice staff instead of all four. One staff instead of all four. It's a little lazy, but it is fun. I'm actually gonna put it above Liberty Falls. It's that survival casual feel to this map, and it does it pretty well. I will. I'm not gonna lie. It's not that bad. Shattered Veil. Now, this map is fine. I guess I could put it above the Tomb. I don't like this map as much as other people. I think the boss fight is cool, but it kind of loses the plot. It's like, what are we doing? Because, I mean, the Tomb's boss fight, you're literally fighting a mirror. But the mirror is iconic. Like, you know it from BO4. I mean, you're just fighting a T-Rex that was just sitting in the middle of the map. And the Ray Gun Mark IIs, I just don't think that's a good wonder weapon. I'm gonna be real. I just think it's terrible. Why are we doing that? Why is that a main wonder weapon? Just putting elements on it. The Reckoning. Let's see here. We can put it. I rather play it than these maps. It's not that bad when you go for a casual play. But the Easter egg is just not good. The Easter egg is terrible. The boss fights are cool. The two boss fights are cool. This is the only map actually that lets you choose which boss fight you want to do, easy or hard, and it gives you the same rewards. That's cool. But this map, verticality is just not for zombies. It's just not. But it does lead into a really good map, and that's Ashes. I'm going to put Ashes in S tier. I really am. I don't have any negatives for this map. I think with what the modern formula is, Ashes does the best with out of any map we've ever had. The Wonder Weapon is fantastic. The map itself is fantastic. Um, I don't like how it was marketed as the biggest map of all time. Where, yeah, it might have the biggest tack map of all time, but Origins feels bigger than this map. Shadows feels bigger than. Probably not. Maybe, actually. Like, there's maps that feel bigger, and this map's just kind of dead space. That's just like the only negative. But I really like Ashes of the Damned a lot. Um, Van Dorn Farm, I don't like that much. I mean, I could just. I'd rather play it than Reckoning, truly. Exit 115, I have not played these two. So I'm not going to rank them because I'm going to just be real with y'all. I haven't played these two yet. I haven't played those two maps. Like, they're in Ashes, so I have played them. I just haven't played their survival map. I have played Astra Malorum, though, which is the newest Zombies map. And it's probably an A tier, honestly. Yeah, I would say that's fair. Wonder Weapon's okay. The boss fight is okay. I do like the fact that there's 4 phases, though. That's pretty cool. Layout is small, but that's fine. Going from Ashes to Astra Malorum's cool. Oscar is a very cool boss. Very, very reminiscent of George Romero. You can tell that they took George and took the same idea, where you're not really supposed to kill him, and I do like building the Wonder Weapon though. Killing, what's his name? I thought I just said his name. Oscar, yeah. Killing him in like 3 different ways with traps that you build yourself. I think it's pretty cool. Anyway, that was my ranking of every single Treyarch Zombies map. Let me know what you guys think about it. I think this is very fair. I like what I'm looking at. And if you guys enjoyed, let me know. Hit the like button. I could do more tier list. I could rank all the Call of Duties. But then I'm gonna talk about multiplayer, and that's me getting out of my comfort zone on the channel at least. It is what it is. I think this is my list, and if you disagree, let me know in the comments and why, or just let me know your top 5 maps of all time. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow with Shrek Part 2. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.